LSU fall to Auburn 24-19. It was a total collapse in a way from LSU. You just saw us getting beat up front hardcore. You saw some guys dropping some really key passes. Deion Smith dropped a touchdown at one point. It was a crucial play. It was kind of a pass behind him, but oh man, he could have had it. There was a play where Max Johnson overthrew Jack Besh just barely. Oh man, these are plays where if we had them back, maybe it's a different game. But I don't know. The inability to sack Bo Nix was it was staggering. I really don't even think we sacked him on the night. I'm going to try and find those defensive statistics because it was incredible. Bo Nix evaded 9 sack opportunities from everything that I charted. 9 sack opportunities. Ali Gay had 4 that he missed. B.J. Ojolari had 2. Micah Baskerville had 1. Major Burns and Devontae Strong both missed him together. It's a tough one to take. Neil Farrell Jr. had 3 pressures, 1 quarterback hit, 2 forced incompletions. Ali Gay had 2 quarterback hurries, 7 quarterback pressures, 1 quarterback hit on 3rd down, 3 missed sacks. But I think it was actually 4. I think there was an extra one that I did not chart. It was up front, the defense, we were holding them to field goals early. Everything was looking great. LSU on offense, just for some weird reason, after the just unbelievable first drive, we just could not get it into the end zone. And we're just settling for field goals. But at least we were extending that lead big time. But it just kept allowing Bo Nix to creep back into the game. And they weren't really going for the 2 quarterback experiment much because Bo Nix just started offering Auburn something that LSU could not handle. He was totally using the momentum of our defensive line and their aggressive pass rushing instincts against them. And he was gutting us just like he did last year when he rushed on us for 180 yards last year. They rushed as a team for 163 tonight. He rushed for 74 and that key touchdown. LSU did great against the run, but we were worn down. Our defense was worn down because of our offense's inability in that second half. 25 carries for 32 rushes is just piss poor. 1.3 collective team average rushing for LSU. Could not do anything on the ground. Could not do anything. And then after the touchdown drive, after the strong first half, the passing game, it wilted away as well. There was a few big plays here and there, but then of course there's the play like the Butte catch that was called back where he did lose control of the football, and rightfully they called it against us. But LSU's offense just sputtered out of control and just could not get any cohesion, any rhythm going. Our defense was put out there way too many times against this Auburn offense. It really wore down that front. That front couldn't finish off the sacks because they were out there chasing Bo Nix half of the damn night. It was madness. It was crazy what we were seeing from Bo Nix, that he was able to seriously get away from us that much. I can't believe we couldn't finish off any of these sack opportunities. It made no sense. It was mind-boggling. Missed opportunities from LSU. Deion Smith, he had the touchdown catch go through his hands. Deion Smith rebounded by making that sick 3rd down catch, though later on in the game. we just all throughout what I'm charting here, I see so many pressures from this defensive line, but so many missed sacks, so many missed opportunities to make big plays. Just Cordell Flott, he had a pretty good night. He had 5 targets, 1 catch. It was a big catch that he allowed, but still 2 pass deflections, 1 big tackle in the backfield, tackle for loss, only 1 missed tackle, 2 pass deflections on 3rd down as well. So Cordell Flott came out with another big night. Eli Ricks, 3 targets his way. He allowed 1 catch for 19 yards, one pass deflection. Dwight McLaughlin, 2 targets, 2 catches allowed, a couple for some short passes. I think he had another one on him later on in the game. Just the defense played well for the most part. They were able to really shut down that running game, minimize the running game. But then Bo Nix just added this an extra dimension, and we just kept giving them opportunities. And so they just kept racking up the yards, and they weren't really finishing off these drives with much more than field goals or some punts. But it just kept wearing down the LSU defense until they finally finished it off with a touchdown. I cannot believe LSU's offense could not finish this game off in the first half at least. How can you not finish this game off? You know, as the Beatles sang, tell me why. Tell me why you lost this game. You were in complete control. It is such a huge hit now. Second loss, LSU where are LSU at this point in the season? Send us your comments. Send us your questions. Send us your feedback. Let us know what you think, where you think LSU is at, what's wrong, who's wrong, what's going on here. We're seeing just a lot of problems in the trenches on offensive line, of course, but defensive line we're able to really be exposed at times. I think we should have really hung back there, let our defense kind of take a little breath for a few drives, a few plays, and let Bo Nix try and pass on us that way. Instead, the biggest passing plays, the biggest explosive plays were when we were blitzing the hell out of him, when we were really aggressively going at him with a pass rush, and he was able to evade us and then make these huge plays to Shanker. The Shanker guy, it was unbelievable against us tonight. He absolutely shredded us. Another halfback, tight end, hybrid, whatever you call him, and he just, wow. He was great for Auburn tonight. He was huge against us. He was great in the blocking game as well. Threw some big blocks against our guys. You saw a lot of big blocks on our guys tonight, and that was tough to see. There was plays where Auburn were more physical than LSU. But here's the thing. We got to go back to the offensive line here. When I see Ed Ingram and Liam Shanahan in a double team and they get outmanned, just completely out-physicaled and just playing some patty cake up here, playing some grab ass or something up here, and Max Johnson steps up in the pocket and he is absolutely devoured by this guy because your center and your left guard, who's supposed to be an NFL draft guy, can't handle a double team. That is unacceptable. And it's not completely on Brad Davis. It's more on our previous O-line coach, James Craig, just coaching these horrible bad habits that Brad Davis has not been in there long enough to coach out of these players.